us with a CTV News update. A sweeping package of police reform bills has made its way to the Senate floor of the Maryland General Assembly. The Judicial Proceedings Committee voted to move the bills to the full Senate. There are 9 bills in all, including the repeal of the Police Officers' Bill of Rights and transparency in investigations of deaths involving law enforcement. Here's what Senate President Bill Ferguson had to say.
Here's what we know. Right now, there is consensus that recent examples of racial disparities in policing, disproportionate rates of use of force, and excessive police brutality have proven that change is necessary. There is consensus that the current system of policing makes all of us less safe. And there is consensus that marginal change around the edges will not be sufficient to truly restore trust, accountability, and transparency in law enforcement.
Lawmakers are expected to take up the measures next week. Meantime, the Prince George's School Board fails to pass a $2 billion budget during a virtual meeting last night. Meantime, County Executive Angela Alsobrooks weighs in on the controversy surrounding the board and its new chair, Juanita Miller. She tells Fox 5 that she didn't address the issue the past 2 weeks because she didn't want to deal with the board's acrimony that was present before Miller took office. She says there's been dysfunction for years and that former board chair, Dr. Alvin Thornton, resigned because of it. Meantime, local mayors sent a letter to Chair Miller voicing their displeasure at the cancellation of the board meetings.
The mayors are not saying that they're not supposed to investigate. Black mayors are not saying that they should not argue responsibly. What we're saying is that we don't want them to be holding us hostage by blocking the meetings. We don't know everything that's happening. You have to make it, the communication flow has to be clear and do what you have to do. Okay. So we're not condoning that there might not be an issue going on. What we're saying, the responsibility of the chair and the other mayors is that they should convene and deal with the issue.
Miller canceled the school board's February 11th meeting, citing a tip alleging possible illegal contract activity. She had wanted to shut down board meetings until an investigation was complete. Elected members have fired back, saying the accusations are meritless. In other news, Montgomery County lawmakers say Governor Larry Hogan has to do a better job providing for the health needs of the state. While mass COVID vaccination sites in Baltimore and Prince George's are available to Montgomery residents, they say another site is needed in Upper Montgomery County. Councilmember Evan Glass says his county has unique needs.
He keeps saying that he's giving us enough vaccines based on our population, but our needs are very different. He needs to give us an equitable distribution to recognize that 4 of the 10 most diverse communities in the entire country are here in Montgomery County. Our needs are not the same throughout the county. We have some of the highest COVID positive rates in the entire state. And so saying a one-size-fits-all, a blanket approach isn't going to do it.
Glass also says the state needs a centralized vaccine registration system. Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for Maryland. Nearly 1,000 people have tested positive for the disease over the past 24 hours. 33 people have died since yesterday. The positivity rate is at 3.66%. Meanwhile, the state has opened its 3rd mass vaccination site. It's at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Governor Hogan toured the site yesterday, which offered 250 doses by appointment. The site could begin offering as many as 2,000 a day by next week. As schools begin to reopen in Maryland, Governor Larry Hogan visits a school in Talbot County that has welcomed kids back to class. Hogan and State School Superintendent Dr. Karen Salmon visited Easton Elementary this morning. Students there must wear masks in classrooms, hallways, cafeterias, and gyms. Most schools in Maryland will be open for in-person instruction next week. Prince George's resumes in-person classes in April. A popular nonprofit that works to battle childhood hunger has expanded its efforts to Tacoma Park. The Feed the Fridge group goes to communities in need and stocks refrigerators with free meals. Today, the newest fridge opened up at the Tacoma Park Recreation Center.
The idea that you'll be able to walk up here, grab something that is high quality, take it home, enjoy it with your family. Food is not just something you need to live, it's a community creating substance.
Change the mindset from food insecurity, which is just another way of saying people are hungry, to meal security. The meals are here, come get them, no lists, no signups, no monitoring. Enjoy meals. Today's meals are Rasica, medium rare, and prescription chicken.
Butcher says he is partnering with the Montgomery County school system to set up other Feed the Fridge sites. While you're watching CTV News, I'm Keisha Betts. We'll be back in one moment.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. Into the future.
I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody.
Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
I moved to Florida with literally pennies in my pocket and a prayer. I needed a new start. Dacian looks like a very typical 3-year-old until you ask him, "What's your name? How old are you?" My son has a lot of behaviors that would show as being autistic. Most kids can tolerate a variety of foods, but unfortunately for Dacian, everything has to be organic and raw. I wasn't ashamed to go to the food pantries. It's expensive to eat healthy, and nutrition is very important to Dacian's health. The healthy organic food that we receive dramatically helped his social skills. Most people would say, she really doesn't have much of a life. But to me, I have everything right there next to me and my son.
Welcome back. Senator Chris Van Hollen and other lawmakers reintroduced legislation to increase vaccination rates in underserved and minority communities. The Health Disparities Action Act would support culturally public awareness campaigns about vaccines and preventative measures such as masking and social distancing. Meantime, Van Hollen spoke before the Prince George's delegation this morning. He gave an update on the new FBI headquarters and the attempt to restore a plan that had 2 of 3 possible sites located in Prince George's County.
We are now resuscitating the effort to bring the FBI building to Prince George's County. We were able to prevent Trump from trying to rebuild at its current location, which does not meet the security requirements or the consolidation requirements. The way it was left was there were 3 sites left, 2 in Prince George's County, 1 in Virginia. So we're trying to work it back to that position.
Meantime, the delegation also passed a measure that would dramatically increase speed camera fines for motorists along the Route 210 Indian Head Highway corridor. Exceeding the limit by 1 to 9 miles per hour would be $530 fine. The fees increase under a tiered system with a maximum of $980 for those who exceed the speed limit by 40 miles per hour. Additional fines are implemented if the violation contributes to an accident or for multiple speed camera tickets. In other news, Prince George's County Police are investigating a deadly car crash in Clinton. It happened at around 6:30 last night on Kirby Road at Marwood Drive. Investigators say an eastbound car crossed the double yellow line and struck a van head-on. The driver of the car was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. The driver of the van suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone who may have information about the incident is asked to call police. U.S. Park Police are investigating a shooting that happened last night near a Secret Service training facility in Beltsville. An officer was injured in a crash while responding to the incident on Powder Mill Road just before 9 p.m. He was transported to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Park Police say the incident is under investigation, but have not yet released details of the shooting that preceded the crash. An African-American woman will now run the U.S. Park Police Agency. Pamela Smith has been named as the new chief of U.S. Park Police. A 23-year veteran of the agency, Smith is the first African-American woman to hold the post. We'll celebrate the last day of Black History Month with the Prince George's County Young Democrats. The group is hosting a virtual town hall called Black History Month. Where do we go from here? It's this Sunday at 4 p.m. Community activists, council members, and the City of Greenbelt's Mayor Colin Byrd will participate.
So essentially, a thorough discussion on, where we are today, how this moment is important, how we have to see this moment, seize this moment, how it differs from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and, what we're going to continue to do moving forward.
Young Democrats from Howard and Baltimore counties are also participating. To view the event, visit the website on your screen. Are you a graduating senior heading off to college soon? If so, apply for the City of Bowie's Performing Arts Scholarship. One lucky student could receive a $1,000 award. You must be interested in pursuing performing arts in college, including singing, cinematography, and graphic design. It's only for City of Bowie residents, and the deadline is March 19th.
We know how important it is for students to be able to continue their education, and while funds may not be readily available for all students, we want to do what we can to increase their opportunities for being able to continue their education and also to be able to continue building arts in the City of Bowie. We want to continue to grow our arts community.
The City of Bowie is offering other scholarships for students not interested in the arts. For more information, visit cityofbowie.org. Let's get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast tonight. Rain is expected later in the evening with a low around 48 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, cloudy and foggy with a chance of rain in the morning. Daytime temps reach a high in the mid-50s and a low in the upper 40s. Monday, rain throughout the day with a high near 55 and a low around 27. And now for the community calendar. The Montgomery County Public Library System is offering free online workshops and one-on-one sessions to assist job seekers and entrepreneurs. On Monday, March 8th from 1 until 3 p.m., learn about helpful job search strategies to use during the pandemic. The workshop is virtual and free. Just make sure you register to reserve your spot. To log in to the Zoom session or find out about other activities, type MCPL into your search engine. And that's your CTV News update. I'm Keisha Butts. Have a good weekend.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, I want him. He's got to come home with me. Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.